clocks have gone back. I actually did get an extra hour in bed. Slept right through. That could be down to the amount of beers in the maltsters. And I'm just about to go for a walk. It is now 7:45 in the morning. It doesn't seem too bad. Now, for any of you walkers out there, if you're at Ranworth, there is a nice little walk. If you come out with your boat and go past the shop, where that guy is over there with his dog, oh, it's gone, and turn left, and then keep going, and you'll see a sign. I shall show you that in a bit, because I'm just about to do the walk now. There's your nice new boots. Got to buy some at Roy's, because one of us forgot to bring them. We had them out, walking boots. I've got 2 pairs of walking boots, proper hiking boots at home. And I cleaned all the mud off from last excursion. And there was left at home. So I had to buy some more. Because all I've got other than these are trainers. And with the forecast for rain, it's going to be muddy. So we're hoping to do a few little walks. So this is down the path at the side of the shop at Ranworth. And it's pretty straightforward. You just keep going. And I shall show you where you turn. So keep on going past the dairy farm. Straight down. Now I don't know if it's old-timers disease or what, but I don't remember it being tarmacked. Now then, this might be more like it's run out of tarmac now. As you can see, it's a little bit wet. Had some proper downpours in the middle of the night. We can expect a few more this week apparently. A few showers. Tuesday's supposed to be really bad. Peeing down all day. What can I do on that day then? I can't drink all day. To do some reading. Thatch is dripping. Only have gutters on thatch. Public bridleway sign. Keep going, keep going. So it's straight down, you don't turn right here. In fact, I think that's just into somebody's field. So no, you want to carry on. I think it's about 3 miles this walk, a nice little walk. You've got dogs or you want to walk on your own like I am at the moment. Plan for today is going to Acle Bridge and we're going to walk down to Upton. As long as it's not too muddy, because the wife's had to buy new trainers because one of us forgot to pack the walking boots, so she's only got some nice trainers and I don't think she really wants to get them muddy. So we will see. Okay, so now you'll come to some cutlery in the road. So you don't want to spoon left. So that says private land. I think that's what it says. This land is private land, no public right of way, so it's pretty straightforward. Your knife right. Up there. Oops, there's a little jogger. Oh, when I say little. So now we're on a nice little path. And it is basically straightforward until you have to turn right, which I'll show you in a bit. Over to the left, if you was to go over that field, over there, you'll come to South Walsham Broad. And I think we get very close to that, a bit farther up if my memory serves me right. Which it doesn't often do these days, but we will see. See, there we have the proof that we're close to South Walsham, because Fairhaven Garden Trust is at South Walsham. I've never been in there actually, might have to Put that on the to-do list. So now we come to another fork in the road. Get it before cutlery, yeah. I think you got that, didn't you? Now, I usually go up there. You can go that way. I don't know where it goes to. But you can extend the walk, I should imagine. I'm guessing it'll take you out to the road at the top, farther over. But we usually go this way, if memory serves me right. We shall see. Ah yes, I recognise the privets over there from the rather angry lady. I shall tell you about that in a minute. You see the really well kept privet edge there. She does look after it really well. There's like an archway to cut out of it to get into a garden. If you think it's a good idea to stop here and take a picture, don't do that. Or if you do, don't let her see you. Just hang on. She's just come to a window, so we'll carry on. Because 2 years ago, me and Christine were walking through here, and I asked Christine to stand it out in front of the edge, not in the arch, in front of it, so I could get a nice picture. Excuse me. And anyway, she come out of her house and said, "What do you think you're doing?" So I tried to lighten the situation by saying, "I'm just admiring your bush." But I don't think she was in the mood for joviality. I said, "Well, you're just taking a picture. I don't think it's against the law, that. We're not on private land here." "Well, you could be burglars." I says, "Well, life looks a bit dodgy, but I'm not like that." So anyway, she kept having a bit of a rant. So I said, "Right, listen, love, you can't do nothing about it. We're taking a picture out on the path. It's not privacy laws, that." But anyway, she wasn't too impressed, so we didn't push it, we just carried on. So anyway, you come out of there and you're on the road, and you just go back down here and you come back down to the stairs. Straightforward. I'm not too sure what the time is, I'll just check. I've just had a look at the watch, well, the phone, and it's 8:15, so that's been half an hour. And I don't think it's too far now down here. We will see. So here we are. It's literally about 35-40 minutes. You could do it in 30 minutes if you didn't stop taking pictures. And there's the Broad. And as soon as we get back, I think we'll be setting off to go down to Acle. Do a nice walk. That's about 5 miles, that one. So this one, I'm guessing, is about 1.5 miles, maybe 2 miles. So the maltsters are just here on the left, and apparently they've got plans for putting glamping around the back. They're opening for breakfast. I don't think it starts today, that, but Ian, who works there, was telling us about it. He was also telling us about having a camera shoved up his backside, but I don't want to get into that. Well, I certainly don't want to get into that, as you can imagine. Yeah, so I chose to go to the bar for another drink when he was telling Christine about his exploratory... No, I can't even think about it. I've not had my breakfast yet. Anyway, so here we are. On the left is the maltsters. So yeah, that's a nice little walk for you with your little pooches, or without them. Just to shake the cobwebs off from having one too many beers, maybe. And right, back to the boat. So these are the toilets at Ranworth, and after the 29th, which is tomorrow, they're only open at weekends. And the maltsters have a lovely little pizza den. You get nice pizzas if you like them. I don't go over the board about pizzas. I'll eat one, but I find it's a bit boring. I like to have a few different things on my plate. So I think that's closed. It says pizza and open. It's either today or yesterday was the last day for that. So you've got a doggy den. And it's open. Well, I'm not too sure about the winter time, it don't say that, but they do close for food during the day and then start again later. I was really surprised about the amount of boats that was here when we came. This time last year there was hardly any about at all. But anyway, I think by tomorrow, which will be Monday, most of these boats will be back. And with the problems we've got with the heater, I think this will be one of our stops on a few occasions for the electric. So we're getting close to Halloween. Very scary things in the boat.
You'd be pointing that camera at me when you said that.
Extremely scary. Oh, good job we've got a little heater with us because it's
nice.
Manxman. With the heater broke. It's not actually that cold. What is the temperature in here? 15 degrees in here. See you later. Yeah, we're just going to try and get in at Acle, get on the electric there. We need to get electric until they can fix this heater.
Oh, okay.
So we'll probably come back here a few times this week. There's not many places. Well, Stokesby, we might try down there so we can get in there. Yeah, they've got electric there. Where else? Potter I am, we can go there, I suppose. Just play it by here.
Yeah, we went into Potter and we were on electric there. Safe trip.
Yeah, and you getting home?
See you later.
See ya. 28th of October. The clocks went back last night, and I took a full advantage of the extra hour in bed. I don't normally do, I'm normally up, but it was pitch black in the bedroom, which is not what I'm used to, so I just slept. Well, in fact, I remember getting up once to go to bed, and considering the extra drinks that I had in the maltsters, that contributes to the staying in bed for the extra hour, I bet. Anyway, we've just left Ranworth. We're up Ranworth Dam, and we're going to Acle Bridge. We're going to have to find electrical hookup to keep warm because the heater's knackered for some reason. It has been reported, but we've not fixed it. Been playing up, now it's just packed in completely. Anyway, as long as we get electric, we're not too bothered because we've got a little heater. It's quite warm. Anyway, Acle Bridge, which we're supposed to be going there until about Tuesday, and we're going to have a walk up to Upton. We did an itinerary. We normally do an itinerary, but it's not cast in stone. We can change it. Our plan this time was about now, which is, what time is it? 9 o'clock. We was going to go through Acle Bridge up to Coltishall, but the tides have been that high. It seems like every year at this time of year it's the same thing. We had the same thing last year. We were supposed to be going down the southern rivers and we couldn't get under the bridges at Yarmouth, it was that high. Anyway, so we was going to go to Coltishall, and now we're not. We're going to Acle. So, but on the plus side, we was at the maltsters, and we've got Doom Bar back on. Yes, get in. Favourite drink, Doom Bar. They used to have it years ago. I tried getting a t-shirt off one of the staff, and she didn't have any, except for the one that she was wearing, and I did offer to swap t-shirts, but she weren't having it. And anyway, they've not had it on for a couple of years, but they've got it back. Good stuff. They used to have it on at the Ferry Inn at Orning as well, but they don't have that anymore there. So anyway, probably be a couple of pints of Wherry, or maybe John Smith's. I'm not too sure what they've got at the White Horse. We've only been in there once. We'll have a walk up to Upton and go in the White Horse. I think they're planning on having Sunday lunch at the Acle Bridge. That's the plan. We'll see how it goes. So yeah, we need to make the most of this nice weather. This is a good day to go for our little walk. Tomorrow's not supposed to be too bad. Tuesday is supposed to be an absolute washout. But the weatherman never gets Norfolk right. You know fuck all about the weather. Shower. Rain clouds up there. Chillier than usual at this time of year, but it's not too bad. It's quite nice. Haven't had to break any ice yet, so I'm hoping that we don't this week. The wind annoys me though, because I've got my little drawer with me. I was hoping to have a little play with that. It's too windy, it doesn't like it. I'll take it with us on the walk and see if I can get some aerial footage. So we've got a new engine in Silver Cloud. watts per minute. Usually we're doing about 1,000 on the old engine. Excuse me. It would be doing about 1,000 on the old engine, I'm guessing, at this speed. So it's more economical, but if you run the batteries low, it's going to take longer to get them back up. But that's not going to be a problem for us because we will have to find electrical cook. Well, you don't have to do, it's just a matter of then you've got to find things to do to keep warm. Running on the spot, things like that. So anyway, we've just had breakfast, bran flakes for breakfast with some protein shake that Christine was not too impressed with at all. So I think it'll be back to bacon butties tomorrow. Are you bringing any bacon? She's got it. You bringing the bacon? She'll bring the bacon, so that's how we do. Cheese on toast? No, I'm just talking to my YouTube fan. Telling him we're probably back to bacon butties. Oh, I guess you're in him, you might be in her. Cheese on toast, maybe. I quite like that protein. Strawberry protein powder. Anyway. She's a bit fussy. She said it's a texture. Eh? What do you mean? Doesn't like funny textures in her mouth. Oh well. It's raining over there. It's a very isolated shower over there. Can't spin you around because you're just attached to the roof. Or it could be an optical illusion. So, Sunday lunch, I might have roast beef if they've got it. Proper Sunday dinner. Yorkshire puds, roast potatoes, veg, probably broccoli and cauliflower, I guess, maybe carrots. Hopefully Phil won't get me pissed like he usually does. Well, when I say hopefully, I don't mind it as long as it's later on. He has a tendency to get me pissed early. You should realise that, Phil, if you're watching this, that it's false economy getting me pissed too early. I end up in bed by 8 o'clock.
Well, I don't really know why I bothered checking what the tide was doing, because it was supposed to be round about low water now. And look at it's almost over the quay heading at St Benet's Abbey. I think I was just checking to see what the tide would be doing when we get to Acle Bridge, but I don't know why I bothered even doing that, because I've come unstuck there before thinking it was ebbing and it's flooding and so on. Anyway, I got caught out once. I had to reverse into the mooring rather than going forward, because it looked as though it was ebbing, but it wasn't, it was flooding. Anyway, not a problem. Well, we've just gone past Pedro's, and it's a bit misleading for my liking. The signs, I had a bit of an issue early on in the year because it says £10 moorings, £5 redeemable against food, and some of the moorings there weren't even any posting, so it was a bit, I thought, a bit much. It did get stated that it was £10 and £10 redeemable. Just coming past now, this is the first time since I noticed it. There is one sign that says £10 redeemable, but then there's another one that says that mooring fees £10, £5 redeemable. So I'm still not too sure what it is, but anyway, it's a lovely meal in Pedro's. If you've not tried it, please try it. But for the moorings, if you're just thinking of mooring up, I think £10 a little bit steep. But that is only my humble opinion. If we go down south, we don't mind paying £8.50 up to £12, whatever it is, at the yacht stations and Waveney River Centre, which is usually £10. But you're getting a little bit more. You've got electrical cup and stuff there, whereas at these moorings at Pedro's there, alright, you can get water, but some of them, like I say, the posts, I don't know if they've been fixed or not, because I didn't actually check that, but some of the posts, well, there just wasn't there. So hopefully they'll get that sorted out, because it is a really nice place. Set off from Acle Bridge. I went in to book a table for later. I had to have the obligatory pipe and we were walking up. You come across the road, try not to get knocked over like I almost did, and you go by Pedro's, come up the path and you just keep going to Upton Dyke, I think. Last time we tried this, the path was closed, so you get to this little, I can't remember for the life of me what it's called. I will find out on the way back tomorrow. Now at this point, when we last tried this walk, we couldn't keep going on because they were doing the work, doing the Upton Dyke, so we had to divert. I shall show you that in a second. So at this point, this was closed off, and we had to go that way through the forest. At this time, we're going to keep going, and in the distance you can see the masts. There, that's Upton Dyke. Going up there, down the dyke, into the pub,
and then try and work our way back to the path that we followed last year. Or was it 2 years ago? Yep, didn't bother bringing the drone because, as you can see, it's quite windy. So it doesn't like the wind, especially when I put the floaters, the floating balls on it, so it doesn't sink. So now we're walking down the side of Upton Dyke. Come from Acle Bridge, and that's taken about 25 minutes. And that's me with my dodgy knee and Christine with the short legs. Now if you're thinking of going down Upton Dyke for a nosy on your boat, it is very narrow, and if all the boats at the bottom are in, there ain't much room to turn around. Let's see if I can show you that when we get there. We did have a pop down one about this time of year, a couple of years ago, and like I say, it is very narrow. You can see that. There ain't much room for manoeuvre, there's one coming the other way. So, as you can see, there isn't much room for manoeuvre down here. So if you come down here on a big boat, and all these boats are in, then it's, you're hooked, basically. Not much room to turn even our boat around in here, which is 35, 36 foot. And you can moor down here, one spot, so you could get in. It's getting back out that's the problem. Now the White Horse, we've only ever been in there once, this is going to be our second time. But we need to find it first. Can't be that difficult, I don't seem to have some sort of homing pigeon system going when there's pubs about. 5 minutes walk. Should be ready for a drink by then, lass. Better get this on camera. Christine at the bar. This is the White Horse, this is the carrot at the end of the stick. Nice little pub. Well worth a visit. Almost left you people behind in the pub, forgetting to tell you which way to go. Okay, so once you're in the pub, come out the front door, turn right, and I think you're on, I think it's called Chapel Street or something like that. You walk up there until you see signs for the green, and you walk past the green, and it's a lovely little fishing place for kids. It's really nice, and you walk past that, and on your right you'll see a path at the side of an house, in between houses, and that's what we're on now. And I think this takes you right the way over past this church that I was talking about, and then drops over to Acle from memory. So she seems to think that the path's just stopped. Oh, it's overgrown, don't tell me that, we've got to find another way. Oh, that's good. This wasn't overgrown last time we came this way. Don't tell me the path just stopped there. Well, we're back at the junction. We've come that way because the little path that was between the houses at the side of an house, I think the farmer's decided he's not going to let people go up there anymore, and it just comes to a dead end. So we've ended up coming back the way that we went last time. So we've done a circular route from here up by the Bure, down Upton Dyke to the White Horse. Really nice couple of points. And then we've come through here, it's a little bit muddy, as you can see. We didn't want to go that way because we knew how muddy it was. But anyway, so back that way. I will have to have a sit down in that pub before we get changed for our meal. Anyway, upwards and onwards.
Well, what a muppet. There's me blaming the farmer or landowner for closing off the route, public right of way, and it wasn't until I was uploading the route to the Ordnance Survey site that I noticed that I'd only taken the wrong path. Dick Brain Dave had gone down the wrong one. See, never rely on memory. So as you can see, the old arrow that's up near Upton Green, that is the path that we should have taken, which should take you down over the field to a nice church. Past the church takes you to past the cemetery, and then you can head over towards past the school, and you come out across the road from Acle Dyke. Now you just go over Acle Dyke, down Acle Dyke, and then back up towards the bridge in. That's the route we should have been doing. It's probably just as well we didn't do it because Christine got a groin strain, so it's probably just as well that we did a shorter route anyway. Well, never rely on my memory. So I went back into the Acle Bridge, had a couple of pints in there, nearly fell over when Phil told me it was £4.10 for a pint of worry. I hadn't noticed before because I was paying for beer and the electric, so I hadn't noticed the price. Now anything you tell a northern lad the price of a pint and it begins with 4, they're not going to be too happy. We don't pay that much up here. I know it's a north-south divide, but £4 is ridiculous. It was to get worse at the end of the week, and you'll see where I was not too happy about that. But anyway, I don't mind paying on holiday, but when they say 4 without warning, oof. Well, it didn't stop me drinking. Had a couple more with my evening meal. I went for the lamb shank. I didn't have the Sunday roast. Christine had a quiche, and it was very enjoyable.